It's July the 3rd of 2020, and my 6th day of having this weird COVID infection that apparently there's a pandemic going on. Back in Moab, everyone is wearing masks in all the streets and shops and restaurants, and we're out here looking for the Big Buck Mine and the Standard Mine. I'm thinking the desert air may be good to help get rid of this infection. Wishful thinking, maybe.
So I've got to get up to that upper level there.
By the way, that clicking you hear is probably my pocket Geiger counter, which some people find annoying, but actually I kind of like it. It kind of adds to the radiation adventure.
I see some big moose prints.
Yeah.
Elk or whatever.
Hey, take a look at this rock on the left. See how it's wedge shaped, just like some kind of monument or something. That road down there that you see is Steen's Road, and way back around the curve to the left out of sight is where we were a couple of days ago at the Little Beaver Mine. And today we're walking down to that gray pile of tailings on the left. Right across the Steen Road here is the Mavita Mine, which is where Charles Steen made his original uranium discovery. Let's take a reading and see what kind of background we have now. That's about 5 times background, which is around 30 down on the road end. So not too high. There's an old gas pump up here.
Wow, look at this.
Like an old gas pump from the 50s or 60s. Look at that. Got an old gas pump here.
Hey, a bird's built a nest in here.
Really?
Look.
Sure did. Let's see, that's where the hose would come out, and that's where you stick the nozzle.
Everything's frozen, rusted solid.
You know, the tank might still be in the ground. You know why? There's a vent pipe coming up right here. So I guess this would be to fill up the mining trucks and equipment, huh? Go back over here. Check another reading, 237, about 7 times background, not really so high. I always like to keep in mind that a chest x-ray is about 100 microsieverts, and that is 1.5 per hour, what we're looking at there. Check these old lockers over here. Does that seem like a likely place for rattlesnakes? In the locker? According to the diggings.com, which is a mine information website, uranium was discovered here in 1954 and began producing a way of the mine called the Standard Mine in 1955. At some point, apparently, it was changed to the Big Buck Mine. I don't know how long it stayed here producing, but if it's like most the ones in this area, probably until into the 80s. But I couldn't find any definitive information on that as to how long this mine particularly was open.
Some type of filter.
They did such a thorough job of reclaiming these mines, or in other words, bulldozing them over, that it's hard to recognize the features you'd like to know about the mine, such as where the adits are and any kind of shafts that might be here, or just shacks or whatever. So we just kind of have to take a guess as to where to look for these things. We don't really want any mutated ants caused by radiation. Remember the old sci-fi, one of the black and white movies called Them? I see the tailings pile down there just below the rim of the drop-off.
Now we just have to find the adit, which I think is down this direction I'm walking in. I think that's a rail bed up there, because you see the cross ties, but there's no rails.
Count's getting a little higher now. Still only 1.7 microsieverts per hour though. Keep in mind that a flight at 30,000 feet will get you 3 microsieverts per hour, so we're in good shape. Right up there's a real good view of the cross ties sticking out.
Old timbers are always a sign, something to look for. And I think we might have found the main adit.
Sounds like there might be a bird's nest nearby in one of these bushes.
is not the adit, it was some sort of a chute that collapsed. Or it looks like it could be the adit that they closed over. Put a bunch of debris there in. It's an old relic. That could be a good souvenir, but best to leave old things like this for other people to see.
Now I'm thinking that since I spotted that rail bed up there, probably had mine carts on it, that maybe this is not the adit down here at this end near the tailings pile. It could be further up, and that's the reason they had to use the carts, was to bring it down here to what might have been an ore chute. I'd like to come back and explore this more and check that out at some later date. Yeah, all that up there needs exploring at some later time, but the fact is this COVID really saps your strength, especially when you're climbing. That with the altitude here in Utah all has an effect. So we'll be back though at some later date. One last look at the old gas pump. For now, it's so long to the Big Buck Mine and the Standard Mine. We'll be back.